If you're still trading with lagging indicators like RSI or MACD, you're losing the game to the whales. Today, I'm going live on Bitcoin and Euro USD to prove to you how one tool, and I mean volume profile, exposes smart money. Crypto, Forex, stocks, gold, anything. It doesn't care about the market. It follows the money. Open TradingView right now. Let's set it up step by step. 2 markets, 1 system. Let's set it up. Before we start, one important thing. Volume profile is available on both the free and the paid TradingView plans, but they're not the same. On the free plan, you get fixed range volume profile. That's what we're using today. It's enough to get started and to understand the core concepts. On the Pro plan, you get everything. Session volume, visible range, anchored VP, and the ability to run multiple volume profiles on the same chart simultaneously. My recommendation, start for free. Learn the system. When you feel ready to go deeper, then you can upgrade. Everything I show you today works on the free plan, so there are no excuses. Now, volume profile comes in 4 different types. Let me explain each one quickly so you know what you're working with. Fixed range. You manually select any range on the chart. Most flexible. This is what we use today. It's available for free. Second one is session volume. Automatically shows a separate volume profile for each trading session. It's perfect for day traders who want to see what happened in each London or New York session. The third one is visible range. Shows volume profile for whatever candles are currently visible on your screen. Updates automatically as you scroll. Great for a quick overview. And we have anchored VP. You anchor it to a specific candle like a major news event or a swing high. It builds the volume profile from that point forward. But today, fixed range. Master this one first. Everything else builds on top of it. Now, as you can see, this is the BTC USDT daily time frame chart. And I chose daily because this is where the institutions are normally. So we need to add the volume profile indicator, and you have 2 ways to do this. Option 1, you can either click here, indicators at the top of your screen, and you can simply type volume profile and in the search box and select fixed range volume profile. And option number 2 would be here. I close this one. You can look at the toolbar on the left side of your chart. You'll see a small icon that looks like a horizontal bar chart. Click it, and from here you can select fixed range volume profile. Either way works. Use whichever feels more natural to you. Now, here's how fixed range works, and this is important. You're going to select a wave on the chart. Pick any swing from the start of the move to the end. It doesn't matter if you click the beginning first or the end first. The order doesn't actually matter. What matters is the wave itself. So, click on one end of the wave, drag it to the other end, which is here, and release it. There it is. This is your fixed range volume profile. I'm zooming in so that you could see clearly. You now see horizontal bars appearing on the right side of your chart. This is the volume profile. It shows you exactly how much volume was traded at each price level within that wave. Not time-based, it's only price-based. That's the key difference. Now, I click on the volume profile. Let's open the settings here. Okay, you can right click on the volume profile and select settings. That's it. Let me walk you through each setting. First, here in the inputs, we have row size. This controls how many price levels the profile is divided into. Default is usually low. I recommend setting this to at least 100 or ideally 150. More rows means more precision. I'm gonna change it to 500 and I'm gonna click on the OK so that you could see the difference in the bars. And now I'm gonna move back to 100. Let's see the difference. As you can see, the bars look a bit different. Now, let's move back to the settings. Then we have here value area volume. Keep this at 70%. This is the standard institutional definition, the zone where 70% of all volume was traded. This is your smart money zone. Now we move to the style, and down here we have POC. Make sure this is enabled. This is your most important line. As you can see, I move this. This is the red line on the chart. Then we have value area. We have VAH and VAL. And you need to also enable them. The blue line, as you can see on my chart, it highlights the high volume zone automatically. Then the style, you can change the color and look of all the bars here. I personally prefer a darker style so it doesn't distract from price action. You can customize it to whatever is clear for you. And then we have the values or the numbers. You'll see the value. I'm gonna zoom in. These are the values. You see the numbers on each bar. I can click here and they will disappear. And if you find them distracting or cluttered, you can turn them off completely. The shape of the profile is what matters, not the exact number, but then again, it really depends on your strategy. And I think that's it. And now I'm gonna close the setting and we'll go back to the chart. And here you see, I'm gonna go back to 30 row size. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna move back to 30 for the row size. So you see here the row size, the tallest bar, which is here in this wave. The tallest bar is here, and that's literally your POC. That's your point of control, the single price level with the most volume traded in that entire wave. This is where institutions were most active. You can mark it. I use a yellow horizontal line to mark it on the chart, or you can use the red one. You can change the color and you can use the red one. let's move to HVN, the thick clusters around the POC, which is here. HVNs means high volume nodes, strong areas of support and resistance, which would be somewhere in here. And price normally tends to slow down and react here. We could see in the future, not now. And the theme gap, let me show it to you. There is a theme gap here. I'm going to mark it. This is the theme gap, as you can see, where bars almost disappear. As you can see, there are literally no bars here. And this is your LVNs, low volume nodes. Those are fast move zones. When price enters here, it moves quickly because there's no volume holding it back. And you can see how price reacted to this LVN. And I think now you just don't stop at one wave. You just need to choose different waves and draw volume profile on 3, 4, or even more different waves on the chart. On each swing, I'm going to do this from here to here, and again from here on this wave, or on this wave, or on this one here. You can try it on each swing and get comfortable with the process. Click, drag, and release. That's all. Once you have multiple profiles on your screen, you can look back at the price action and watch how price behaved when it reached the POC of each wave. You can just check it out. Did it break through and come back, or what happened? This is how you start reading institutional footprints, not one data point, a pattern across multiple waves. And take your time with this. Pause the video, go to the TradingView, and draw at least 3 profiles before moving on. Now let's do the exact same thing on Euro USD. You can search Euro USD in the search bar and select the daily time frame and add fixed range volume profile, either from the indicators menu at the top or from the toolbar on the left, same as before. Now you can just pick a wave like this, any clear swing on the chart, click one end and drag it to the other. Order doesn't matter, just release it. And this is your volume profile. I'm gonna do it in the past with a few more waves like this. Now let me show you 3 things that are different on Forex compared to the Bitcoin, of course. First, the volume is tick volume. On crypto, you're seeing real traded volume, actual dollar amounts. On Forex, there's no centralized exchange. So TradingView counts price ticks instead. How many times price moved, not how much money moved. It's a proxy, but it still works. Institutions are still leaving their footprint. The profile still shows you where the market spent the most energy. And second, the POC zones on Euro USD tend to be tighter and more concentrated. For this reason, I recommend using at least 150 rows in your settings, more precision on a market that moves in pips, not hundreds of dollars. And third, Forex is session-based. London, New York, Tokyo, each session has its own volume character. If you upgrade to TradingView Pro, you get access to session volume profile, which breaks down the volume by each session separately. That's incredibly powerful for Forex traders. But right now, with fixed range, practice the same thing we did on Bitcoin. Draw your profile on 3 or 4 waves on Euro USD, open the settings, same adjustments, 150 rows, value area on POC visible. And look at your POC lines, look at the HVNs and LVNs, then scroll back and watch how price reacted to each level. Same language, same logic, different market, same institutional footprint. Before we finish, let me give you my exact settings. Write this down. Row size 100 to 150 rows. More rows, more precision. Value area volume 70%. This is the standard institutional setting. It shows the zone where 70% of all volume was traded. Some people use 68% or 72%, but 70% is where most institutions anchor their analysis. POC color, bright yellow. It must stand out from everything else on your chart. Never use red or green for the POC. If those are your candle colors, yellow makes it instantly visible. Value area color. I use a semi-transparent teal. Visible but not distracting. You want to be able to see price action clearly inside the value area. And profile position, right side of the range. This keeps your candles clean and uncluttered. These are not random choices. Every setting has a reason behind it. All right, here's your homework before the next video. 1. Set up volume profile fixed range on your Bitcoin daily chart. 2. Set up the same on Euro USD daily. 3. Mark the POC on both with a yellow horizontal line. And number 4, mark 2 HVNs in green and 2 LVNs in red. Watch for 3 days, don't trade. Just watch how price reacts. I promise you, within 3 days, you will see price slow down at an HVN, accelerate through an LVN, and return to the POC at least once. When you see it, drop a screenshot in the comments. I read every single one and I will reply. Now, in the next video, we go deep on the POC. Why does price always return to POC? How do you trade with it? When do you trust it and when do you ignore it? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss that video. See you in the next video.